Alright, we got our first look at Season 2 with the Battlefield 6 teaser, and this is everything you have to know, and we're gonna go frame by frame and get a glimpse of what to expect in Season 2. So first off, our new map that we're getting in Season 2, Contaminated, is based in Germany in the Haggetal Air Base, and the backstory behind this map is the Pax Armada are overtaking it, knowing this is the weakest point in NATO's struggle against the Pax Armada forces. After taking this air base, NATO's gone completely blind, and from what we see here, it looks like there's a few underground areas, a few warehouses. Here in this upper picture, you see the Pax Armada taking the airbase, and the lower picture shows a little village or a little homestead for the NATO troops. Here in this shot, we can see the Pax Armada heli, tank, and their car, and we see a satellite in the background as well. Now, I'm not too sure if it's a playable space yet, but it's very open scaled, so definitely a lot of air vehicles expected in this map. Here in this shot, in the lower hand corner, we have a Pax Armada soldier invading the airbase. Here in this shot, looks like the entrance into the airbase. You can see the scale of this battle came out to be with the shot of the mountain burning in the background. Here you see footage of the journalist in combat scenarios with the NATO and Pax Armada forces. And here's a key point that we have to keep in mind. So the airbase is within 3 mountains from the looks of it, or 2 at least. It's in the valley, and we see a lot of armored warehouses or hangars in the north corner of the map, while we have bunks and other sorts of camps on the bottom right hand corner. Don't know if this is the full map right here, and as you can see above the mountain on the left, there are 3 hangars within the mountainside, and then you could barely see it, but in the corner on the right hand side, looks like there's another base separate from the main stage of this map. Here you can see NATO surrendering to the Pax Armada being captured, and a little something to think about for the lore of this game. ATN news, I don't know what that's all about. If you guys know anything about ATN, let me know. Here it shows developer story, NATO explores legal alternatives to crush, I don't know what crush means, to crush PMC activity. But on the bottom left hand side of this shot, you do see another entrance to the airbase alongside the Pax Armada forces taking the streets of the base, and it looks like from the map NATO's very disorientated, whereas Pax Armada are concentrated on this specific location, coming from all ends except from the northwest. And this shot shows the native symbol in the background with system error emergency shutdown initiated, error code 545K-NN. If anyone knows what that error code means, let me know. It's funny that they mentioned safe mode, because you have to boot your computer to safe mode to actually play Battlefield 6 now for their anti-cheat software to work. So it's kind of a funny little nod there with the success of their anti-cheat in Battlefield 6. Here in this shot, looks like he's picking up the SOAR 300 carbine, and I did notice 2 weapons that I couldn't pick out from my knowledge of weaponry. But we have this one in the top left hand corner that's right behind the M249 SAW or the L110, and then on the right hand corner reveals another rifle, maybe a sniper slash DMR. From the looks of it, doesn't show a magazine in it. And in this shot, we see the scale of the mountainsides of this base with the C-130s on the right hand side and all the trucks. There's an F-16 jet on the left there with a UH-79 heli. Then we see our 3 F-22s in the sky. So we might get jets in this upcoming map. And of course, we had to take a moment to see this shot. Well, it'll show a better shot afterwards, but you see a slight tease of the AH-6 Little Bird that's coming into Season 2. And there's our beloved helicopter that we missed so dearly for Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and 2042. Really cool cosmetic, by the way. And then here we have a wide view shot of the map. There's a lot of vegetation here, a lot of forestry. So this is really exciting because I love combat battle situations within a mountain range. Fighting through trees, using your tree cover away from the helicopters, and fighting in forest and combat. It's a really cool feeling in games. But here you can see more in-depth look of the elevation of the map from the top left-hand corner with hangars underneath the peak there. We have one of the homesteads in the center here. Right side, more homesteads, and it looks like more of the base on the right hand side where that smoke is. And we get our first reveal at some of the cosmetics to expect in the game. So it looks like they're taking more of a chemical warfare theme in this season. Here we see some more cosmetics with a hooded soldier, and in the left hand corner we have more ghillie suits, which I'm happy to see. Here we have a badass scene, the forest set on fire in the background with another soldier with a gas mask. Absolutely hazmated here, and it looks to see we might have a new gun in the background there. I don't know if that's the M433. It looks really close to the M433, or it could be a new assault rifle. The only difference I see here is the rail guard. The rail guard system looks more slanted towards the soldier than what the M433 has in the game. That was the only difference. Maybe it's a cosmetic change from the battle pass. Here we have another beautiful shot. You can see more soldier cosmetics alongside the warehouses and how large scale they are. It looks like that door is actually kind of like modernized in a way. way when it comes to how it opens and closes. So that's neat. I wonder if there's more interaction within this season with opening and closing stuff, because the previous games we were able to interact with closing hangar doors or shutter gates, and it changes the map flow. Here we have another shot of the forest on fire in the background with the same soldier with the white gas mask cosmetic with the M250. Here we have a shot of the little bird throwing down hell on the NATO troops. At least from it looks like NATO. It could be Pax Armada. Another awesome image of the little bird soaring through the smoke. And you definitely could see gas initiated in the background here. So maybe gas attacks are going to be happening within Battlefield 6 again from Battlefield 1. Who knows? And here we have a scale of one of the sections in the map contaminated. I don't think this is really all. They're showing bits and parts of the map from the looks of it. It looks like the base is spread out across certain sections of the map. I wonder how this is going to flow for Breakthrough. I remember a lot of people complaining the flow of Breakthrough isn't the same in Battlefield 6 as it was in previous titles. So I wonder if it's going to be different in this one. And that is it. That's all we had for the cinematic. We're getting the gameplay trailer February 12th. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.